Hello everyone, this is Ron. Welcome to another Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis video. And in today's video, I'm just going to talk about both of these limit break banners, and I'm going to share my opinion, doing a little bit comparison between these two banners and which banners I am interested in and why I'm going to pull in that particular banner. So in limit break 1 banner, they have added these two characters, Sephiroth and Jack, and in my previous video I kind of talked about their probable appearances because they kind of showed them in the wallpaper. So it is so good to have another strong version of Jack and of course a very strong version of Sephiroth. Now, what are the main difference between these two banners? The first banner, where we are having Cloud and also we are having Glenn. Now, the main strong feature of this banner is their physical attack. Both of these characters are kind of Arcanium, and Glenn is the Water Arcanium, is going to boost physical attack of all allies and also provide water element. He has a Arcanium garb, totally boosting the physical abilities and water potentials. I mean, a complete package if you are lacking on water as an element. On the other hand, we are having Cloud. Same mechanism, boost physical attack all allies, boost ice potential. So he is going to be the Arcanium of ice as an element. His garb, Frostblade Arcanium, physical attack. So both of these characters are kind of covering two elements in a major way, water and ice. If you pull on this banner, you will never have to worry about these two elements in your entire life in this game because they are the best Arcanium, and two characters in one banner, both of them are Arcanium, which is kind of really rare. I mean, in many banners you have seen that one is Arcanium and another one is a kind of a support, but here we are getting two Arcaniums. So this is, in terms of values, I think this is really superior. Now, what is the second banner? The limit break 1. It's a little bit different, but Jack is not too much different. Jack is having this boost magical attack, all allies, boost fire potential. The same mechanism that we saw in the previous two characters. They are boosting physical attack, and Jack is going to boost magical attack and also provide you with fire. And his garb is going to be magical attack buff and also flame blade Arcanium, that is going to be the fire Arcanium, the best you can get from anything that is related with the element of fire. So he is the only Arcanium. What about Sephiroth? Sephiroth's kit is a kind of interesting and a little bit complex because his weapon is of course going to boost magic attack of all allies, but it has nothing to do with any elements, non-element damage. So it is going to do non-elemental magic damage, but it has a very strong feature, especially this weapon, Protector's Blade. It gains single target 1.3 times more damage. So this is a kind of interesting thing that we haven't seen in any of the kits that we have seen so far in this game, but this is a totally new mechanism, and he's a kind of a character who is going to kind of take care of himself. First of all, he is going to boost his magic attack, his own magic attack, and also the team magic attack, but also he is getting this single target damage bonus. Also, his R ability is also boost magic ability potential. This is not confined or limited to any sort of elements, rather it is going to buff up his entire magic ability potential. So this potential is actually better compared to any element buffs, because element buffs there can be certain immunity against that in certain cases. For example, the required element is water. If you are using required element If you are having a required element of water, if you are using wind, you will not get a good benefit. But this magic attack is going to get benefit each and everywhere, unless the enemy is immune to magic attack, which is in I haven't really seen any enemies which are immune to magic attack. So in terms of usability, Sephiroth has a better usability compared to others, compared to all the other characters, because all other characters are kind of confined behind certain dots or elements. His lethal style garb is of course not as strong as Arcanium, because it is going to boost HP and is going to give you magic ability mastery, which is going to increase magic ability damage 15%, which is already very strong. And the boost HP thing can be viewed in two ways. Maybe it can be viewed as a thing that is creating a lack of damage in his kit, if it was like boost magic attack or boost magic ability potential or anything related to magical attack, that could have been better. But at the same time, think about the fact that if we are already having this 10 points of HP, that means we'll be getting something around 15% HP upgrade, which is not really a huge support, but still it's a little bit support, and this character will require less healing. But then again, it is always good to have more damage and probably use a dedicated healer. But again, we can see in recent style of team combination, people are focusing more on damage, and they are kind of stopping to use dedicated healers. So in those kind of teams where you are not using a dedicated healer, this character is going to do really well. Now about these two banners, in which banner I'm going to summon and why. I would like to summon in the first banner because of a simple reason that I do already have a very highly developed Cloud. That means my physical team is already developed. Let me show you my Cloud. And he's kind of maxed up. He's not really too maxed up, but in a F2P way, I tried to max up his weapons and everything. However, I still do have a couple of weapon selectors that I think I can level up his weapon a little bit more. So far, Cloud is my top damage dealer. Now I'm willing to pull in the Limit Break 1 banner, and I'm willing to get Sephiroth. So that might sound a little bit surprising to you, because Sephiroth is not someone who is going to buff my physical attacker Cloud. He's not going to buff himself. He's not going to buff any physical damage dealer. And this other guy, Jack, he is also someone who is going to buff the magic attacker. So both of them are not really contributing to the damage output of Cloud. But I still think it is going to be useful for my team combination, because, for example, if I summon or if I pull in this banner where I'm having Cloud and I'm having Glenn, of course I'm going to have two characters which is very strong in terms of physical damage dealing. But my existing Cloud, that means my existing Cloud's Murasame garb, my existing Cloud's Murasame weapon and everything, those things are going to be useless. I will not be able to use them at all. That's the big problem that I don't want, because I have done quite a good amount of investment behind that garb and setup. So I want to keep that setup useful for me. So what if I use these two characters? They are going to do the magic damage, and my existing Clouds will keep doing the physical damage. I mean, no one is hampering or harming Cloud from doing the damage he is doing already. On top of that, these two characters, as Cloud and Zack and Sephiroth, they are simply just going to buff themselves. And as I have said before that, Sephiroth is going to simply buff himself already, and with the help of Jack, the team is going to do really well. In this case, I will have no healer, however. But if I feel the need of a healer, I can actually switch any one of these characters and use Aerith as a healer, or I can introduce a magic healer as Aerith. So overall, both of these team are going to do well with healer or without healer. That's also possible. I can also minus my cloud and bring Aerith as a healer. That's also possible, but that probably I'm not going to do. The reason is I am not willing to make my existing cloud useless, and it is possible actually if we are combining both magical damage and physical damage in one single team. That is also going to work, because as I have said before that these two characters are going to buff themselves, but that's also not stopping Cloud from doing his own physical attack. So both magical, physical. I'm also having one dot fire. I'm also having another dot in the dot less magical damage dealer. Very good, pretty balanced team. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this sort of weird team combination, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Don't forget to support the content, support the channel, and see you soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.